Introduce Carrie, as she's the current president of our club and is actively engaged in Toastmasters and always has a spirit of enthusiasm when she speaks. Please welcome Carrie.
Today I am giving a briefing. The title is the Club Success Plan. And my objective is to communicate quickly and concisely my topic, and that I have it geared towards the audience, which isn't too difficult because it is on the Club Success Plan, which is your club, and I want to inform you about how we plan on being successful this year. So thank you, Mr. Toastmaster and fellow Toastmasters. The Club Success Plan is the first project that the board puts together when they meet. We met last month, and so we come together and talk about what we plan to do, how we plan to get along, and how we want to organize things. Now, backing up, it's my kind of concept that Toastmasters has two different areas. We have the communication part that we're learning about, and the leadership part. And sometimes, especially when you're new, the communication part seems like it kind of wanders on in its own nebulous kind of area. Toastmasters is pretty slick though. They manage to weave things together. And the Club Success Plan teaches us the leadership component and how we can lead the people who are learning about communication and speaking to be successful. So it's kind of integrated together. Our goal for this year is to become a President's Distinguished Club. And I will hand this out so you can see what that means exactly. It's kind of a checklist of activities that we have to accomplish. You're probably thinking at this point, so what? Why do I care about becoming a President's Distinguished Club? Well, as you look at this checklist, you can see that the majority of the tasks we want to accomplish are actually about you. It's about making sure that people are becoming competent communicators, not that I speak right now, and that people get their competent leadership awards. The Club Success Plan takes the board members through a bunch of questions that help us understand how we can help you become competent communicators and competent leaders. One of the first things that we're going to do to help with the Competent Communicator Awards, because we want people to get them, is we are working with our mentors to make sure that they are trained so they can help you be enthusiastic about Toastmasters. So that's the first thing. The next thing, because even if you're really, really enthusiastic and you want to do all these speeches, if there are no openings and all of our times are booked, you can't possibly accomplish the speeches. Once the fall starts, we're going to see how busy we are and how much of a need there is for speeches. And we might have a Super Speech Saturday, a meeting off-site, because building is on lockdown on the weekends, where the whole purpose is to come in and give speeches. And that way, if there's a backlog, we can make sure that you have opportunities to get your speeches in. No details on that yet, because right now we still have openings. As you can see, I'm the only one speaking today. Another activity having to do with the membership side is we are having our open house. And what we hope to do is get a lot of people in who see the value of Toastmasters, and then they'll want to join. So that's what we've decided to do, at least as a first step, to try to obtain a total of 8 new members. The training and the administration portion of this is something that we just have to, as leaders, be responsible for. And that's basically what our goal is, to be responsible leaders. And so hopefully we'll be able to take care of 9 and 10 on our own. I've gone through briefly the club program and how we hope to become President's Distinguished. That's not all of the success plan, but that's the majority of it. So I wanted to stop at this time and see, does anyone have any questions regarding the club success plan and the distinguished? Yes.
How are you going to communicate our status to the existing club members?
That one's easy. I'm going to use my presidential minute. Every Toastmasters meeting that we have, I have a presidential minute, and at least once a month, I plan on communicating that to you. Plus, when we have people who achieve goals, I want to give a 10-second celebration at the end of their speech and kind of give the update that not only have you had this personal accomplishment, but there's an accomplishment for the club too. Go ahead, Lenny, if you have another question.
Yes, I do. How are you going to encourage, threaten, push the people who are 3 or 4 speeches from the competent communicator with 3 or 4 months left in the plan year?
Is everyone aware that I have a concealed carry permit? No, not physical violence, not physical violence. It's a combination of factors. Even though a mentor's responsibility to you ends essentially after the 3rd speech, I think that if you have a good relationship, I am hoping that they will be there the whole time encouraging you. There's also kind of the peer pressure in the sense that we are slowly being able to put stars on our board so people can visibly see where you're at. And I want to start making that more visible so then other people can say, hey, you're only a speech away. When are you going to get that speech? So it's a combination of different activities. Yes?
Summer seems to be a downtime for us. Do you have any plans on how we can get people at least to come to 2 out of 4 meetings? I know they're busy, and is there anything you'd like to say about that?
I think that summer in general is a difficult time. I know I personally have a hard time making it in just because of different vacations. I have a hard time coming down on people during the summer just because, it's so horrible weather-wise. I know you like the change of seasons, Charlie. It can be sometimes kind of a long winter, so I'm not going to get down on people too much. But I also want or hope that your mentors, and if you're a mentee, that you reach out to people and say, hey, I missed you at the meeting today. I know personally I have a couple of people in my office that I go and kind of nudge every once in a while. So I don't have any hard and fast things on that.
How about potlucks and contributing $2 and getting pizza or something once in a month?
That is a possibility. We could take that up.
Because sometimes they want to go outside and eat. So
that's something we can definitely bring up at the next board meeting. And Greg, if you have any ideas, we'd be more than welcome to.
On every payday or something, either potluck or this thing might help, I think.
Yes, Greg, you had something else?
I was thinking maybe we need to go out and ask people, right? Because you can say the mentors, but it's easy to get complacent and not ask people.
Yes,
So.
it is. Yes, Charlie.
One of the questions I have is, a couple weeks ago we had 3 visitors. Is there a follow-up plan for the visitors? Do we have a kind of something in sequence that says, kind of come either through email or by mail or by phone call? Is that something?
We do have a plan, a structure, and that is something that I need to follow up with Greg on because I think that we've been a little complacent. Now, summer's not that busy, but I think we've been complacent in the handoff. That we were fairly good at it last Toastmasters year, and we need to officially turn that over and make sure that we do that. Because Gita was kind of nodding her head like, yes, we did follow up with you, so yeah, we need to keep continuing to do that. So thank you for reminding me. This is not the end of the Club Success Plan or the updates or information on the President's Distinguished Club. You'll hear a lot about it in the coming year. And if you ever have any questions, feel free to email me or talk to me before or after a meeting or anything. you very much for listening.
Thank you. Thank you, Madam President. This time we have approximately 1 minute or so to reflect on Carrie's speech, offer her some kudos, constructive blows and blows. All right, I think that time is adequate. This time we have table topics, yes. You got table topics? You are? Okay, please. Have a chance to explain some new table topics. Come forth. Well done. Send it away.
Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmates. A good speaker always gives a great prepared speech, but an excellent speaker is the one who can think on his feet and give a speech that long. Today I have with me a set of different words on about 40 small pieces of paper. All speakers